Welcome to the Illuminerdi Marvel Watch Along. We're here to watch the final episode of Loki for season number 1. I'm Braxter. This is the Illuminerdi. Joining me is Caitlin.
Hey everyone. Oh man, I cannot wait for the season finale. So many questions that I hope we get answers to. Ooh, it's going to be good.
Exciting. Following her up is Richard.
What's up, guys? Good to see you. And yeah, we got a crazy episode this week. It's gonna be a good time.
And rounding out the quartet as always is my man TC.
What's up, guys? Excited to be here. Can't wait to see what the finale brings. It better bring a lot. Let's go, Loki. Let's go.
I agree.
Go!
Right.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. So we've been through six weeks. And now we're ready for the final episode. Last time we saw Loki face all kinds of variants of himself. And now we get to find out all the answers we need. What are you most looking forward to, Richard?
I just can't wait to find out really who the big bad guy is of this series, because we're 5 out of 6 episodes in and we kind of have no idea. I mean, there's been ideas of maybe Kang coming in, or, you know, we got Eliath the last episode, but it's amazing that we're 5 out of 6 episodes into a show and we have no idea who the big bad is. So I'm curious to see how that turns out.
Absolutely. Yeah. What are you looking forward to, TC?
I definitely want to see, if Kang's going to make an appearance or a teaser to him. So going along with what Richard said, let's find out who the big bad is. Let's find out the mystery behind the TVA. Let's find out if a timekeeper exists. Let's find out if they're going to put Loki back into the timeline. Let's find out if they're not going to put Loki in the timeline. Let's find out if they're going to make Sylvie the new Loki. Let's find out. Stuff,
right?
Let's go.
So much excitement. Caitlin, what are you most looking forward to in general?
Well, hopping off everything that TC just said.
I talk too fast.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would really love it to be Kang. I've seen people think it might be King Loki because there have been clips from like the first promo that still haven't been shown with Loki kind of in that Asgard throne room. Miss Minutes, people are still saying might be a bad guy, which I'm totally on board for because she's creepy. I also want to see what happens with the TVA. Is it going to just like implode in this episode? Is that kind of where we're going to leave off? Or is something else going to happen? What's going to happen with Renslayer and Mobius and Hunter B-15? And I mean, we have to see Mobius on a jet ski, right? It's just cruel if we don't.
We have to. If not this episode, start off next season by doing it.
That's how it opens. He's just on a jet ski.
Right? That's the
I
first
bet you're
shot.
wondering how I got here.
Make it a post-credit scene. Okay, just put him on a jet ski at the end.
You're probably thinking,
well, hey,
why is Mobius on a jet ski? Oh God!
Well,
by the way, did any of you see? I hope you saw that Deadpool Korg thing today. That was amazing.
That was great.
That was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, let's take the tangent that Caitlin brought up real quick, and let's. I want you guys to put your money on the table. So we got a King Loki, or Ultimate Loki, or an evil Loki that could be in the castle. We have Kang himself that could be in the castle. We got Ravonna. We got Miss Minutes, and we got we'll go with E. You could put other there, and you can put in what you want.
Richard, my favorite joke answer is Howard the Duck.
That would be amazing. I mean, he was in the What If trailer a lot in the second one, so
that's deleted.
Right.
We gotta put your money down. You gotta put your money down. So, Richard, who do you think is gonna be in the castle?
I've thought Kang since the beginning. I'm gonna stick my money on Kang.
Going Kang. All right, TC, what are you thinking?
In the teaser, there was like an ominous voice talking to him, but knowing Marvel and knowing that this is like the Marvel series, they might just be like Loki pretending to be ominous. So I think it's going to be Loki in that castle.
Yeah.
All right.
You, Caitlin?
Oh man, those are the two I'm stuck between.
Choose your fate.
I know. I feel like Kang is like the right move, but we've also been burned a couple times with that kind of guess. So I'm really hesitant to do that. Ooh, I'm going King Loki.
There you go.
I'm going King Loki. I feel like Kang would be great. Plus, there's a bunch of versions of Kang that it could be, but I don't know. I I can't, like, we got burned with WandaVision bad, so I can't do
Low
it.
expectations.
See,
Right.
the thing that helps is that we know Kang's coming at some point. He's coming in Ant-Man 3. Like Mephisto, we have no idea if/when they're doing Mephisto. We know they're doing Kang, so that helps, I think, ease people's predictions on that a little bit.
I will say, if it's King Loki, then I do think we will get a Kang tease.
Okay.
I agree with that. If I had put my money down, I'm definitely putting it on Loki being in the castle, just because I think it might be one step too far for other people that aren't kind of Marvel comic lovers, and they'll kind of be like, "Who's that?" And then the series will end. But I think we will get a tease. But it seems like Loki is he has to face off against his ultimate version. We saw him face off kind of against the President Loki version, which is kind of like a low level kind of thug president, right?
That was great. That whole scene.
Yeah, thematically, it makes more sense for him to be in the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what better not happen is we better not get they need a Nexus event and we get a kiss between the two Lokis to create some type of
I hope
weird
not.
Nexus event.
I'm putting money on that Nexus event kiss.
Oh Lord.
You will see me like hide when that happens. Just an FYI for everyone watching.
We might see us all like.
Oh, it's not even gonna be that for me, Caitlin. I'm just gonna bounce.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like slowly sing.
Like, all right, I'm out.
Everyone watching this sees us spontaneously throw up in different squares.
Projectile. Yeah.
Right.
All right. But it's midnight, Braxton. You know what that means?
Midnight time. So we had a contest going on all week. And TC, why don't you tell about the contest? There's a contest winner that we're gonna announce.
Oh yeah.
Let them know everything.
We had a giveaway where we were giving away one person who, did all the steps on Twitter, following Illuminerdi, retweeting and all that stuff. And we were giving away a Miss Minutes clock, a Tesseract notepad, a TVA stapler and tape dispenser, and a Loki pen. And you guys can see the 4 images on our pinned tweet in the Illuminerdi Twitter right now. And we selected a winner, and we're going to announce that winner right now. So drum roll, please. Jay, if you want to put that on screen, everybody. The winner is at Cinnamon Bun Lady. You are the winner. Congratulations.
Nice. Congrats.
You get to start your own TVA at home today.
Right. Take out your office. All these cool office supplies. Office supplies. But
the Tesseract cube looks awesome, man.
I would like to say I love this person's banner.
That's great.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
And congratulations to Cinnamon Bun Lady, and thank you for everybody who entered that contest. We had almost, I think it was 100,000 impressions on that contest and a lot of entries. So I think it went really well. So yeah, congrats to all, and thank you to everybody who entered it. Absolutely.
Thanks for participating. We're going to try to do more stuff like this in the future. So hopefully you guys are into it. All right. Well, episode 6 is called For All Time Always. What do you think the significance of that could be? Let me see what you think, Caitlin.
Well, I mean, that's the TVA's thing. That's their little, cult saying that everyone does. They're a cult. They are. At this point, they just are.
Definitely a cult.
Honestly, I hope that, Mobius is, kind of a jerk and says that before essentially blowing it up. That's kind of what I'm hoping it is. Because I feel like we have to have some consequences to the TVA just being a huge lie, everyone being variants. So I hope that he basically, presses a button or something that, restores all their memories, and Renslayer is just left in the cold. And I mean, I think there's something up with her. I feel like she has been manipulated in some way and her memory has been messed with. Because it was like you said last week, Brax, she was just overacting to the point that actress doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Right. I was actually watched something interesting on Film Theorist, and they proposed a theory that at the end of the show, it could actually be Ravonna who ends up being kind of basically the Kang of this. What do you guys think about that?
I could totally see that happening. I mean, she's got a connection with Kang in the comics, like we've been saying for the last few weeks, and she could be kind of the the bridge between the Disney Plus show and Ant-Man 3 when Kang comes in. I don't know exactly how, but I mean, she's got a connection with Kang, so
Yeah.
that can't be ignored.
I mean, they were love interests. They tried to kill each other. Wasn't there some point where she was a version of Kang or something? Like they're
Something like that.
hugely interconnected. So I think that'd be great. I think it'd be very cool if we almost found out she was like a sleeper agent for Kang, and that was the tease. Like I would love it.
That'd be cool.
She does kind of look a little out of the loop in this series, though. Like she kind of doesn't know what's going on either. So that's my only kind of like pause to have her being connected in some way.
Sure.
That's why I would think her memory got messed with. And if it comes back, then she's like, oh, that's what's going on.
Could she be a variant?
Honestly, yeah, maybe.
I'm thinking she is.
Because would we see variant Renslayer and real Renslayer in something like Quantumania?
Yeah.
That's actually a good question. Is she? She's not publicly listed for it, is she?
No, I don't think she's publicly listed for anything outside of this.
It would make sense to have her there, though.
She's a big actress, so she could definitely be in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the description of the episode says the clock is ticking in the season finale, which finds Loki and Sylvie on a date with Destiny.
And not with each other.
The clock is ticking in a time travel show.
Miss Minutes is behind it all.
Yes, please be true. Because I said that in the first episode, and if I got that right, I will
That would be
make my
amazing.
year.
Oh man,
it was. Let me get another prediction for you guys. Sylvie, what do you think is going to happen to her by the end of the series? And do you think we'll see her continue on as the new Loki in the future of the MCU?
I would love to see her continue on. I think she's going to get erased in some way.
I'm nervous about that happening too, because I mean, I can't see Tom Hiddleston leaving the role anytime soon. I mean, he has a chance to go on for another good few years, but I really hope Sylvie doesn't get erased or really taken out or in any way. But I'm nervous.
I mean, Loki can't be just happy. Like Thor can't just be happy. They have to be tortured.
Right.
Yeah, they're cursed.
I don't think she's lasting past this series. I think I don't know. It'd be kind of jarring just to kind of push her into the MCU after this.
Sure.
I like her. I would love to see her more, but.
What about I hope I get her name right. Is it Hunter B-15?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be her ultimate link into the story, and how is her character arc going to kind of finish up this season?
I mean, I remember her saying like I was happy when she got her memories back from Sylvie. Mm-hmm. So honestly, for me, it would work for Sylvie too. I almost wish they could go back to their timelines. You know,
yeah, that'd be cool.
They could go live their lives the way they were supposed to before the TVA stepped in.
Because at least have a chance to live new lives.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way to give them kind of a happy ending and kind of nudge them out of the way where it's like, okay, we can go back to them if it feels necessary, or like with season 2, let's say we wanted to return to them. It is a good spot to like put them in a placeholder without disrupting anything in the MCU.
Hey, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the comments real quick to see if there's anything there before we get started in the episode. What do we have going on there, Richard?
Let's see. We got Donnie in here as always. That honestly, I'm fine with whatever would happen at the end of the season 1 finale. Let's see what else.
I'm not. I want answers.
I mean, we definitely need answers. Right. But Shay coming in with the solid comment there. I'm not sure if I should read that one out loud or.
Fair enough.
Well done, Shay.
Well done. Good job. Gold star.
Sounds about right.
All right, I'm excited to get into the episode.
Let's get
I'm excited to get to the episode. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to throw out there before we get it started?
Yes. Post-credit scenes. Predictions.
Yes.
Yeah, great one.
Something relating to No Way Home or Multiverse of Madness. I'm not exactly sure what. Maybe like a tease of the multiverse being broken.
Or what if.
Or what if. What if would be super cool. I remember Tom Hiddleston was recently talking about that one, just kind of blowing the doors open on everything. So one of those 3 would be awesome.
Do you guys think it's going to be something goofy or something serious? Because sometimes they mix it up.
I could say one.
We'll get 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they always throw a goofy one in there sometimes, but like an ending of a finale, you expect kind of serious, right?
If
Yeah.
it's goofy, I would say Mobius on a jet ski.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Like
Okay.
that's the only goofy one I want.
Yeah. I mean, we got to see it happen eventually.
Yeah.
Memes come out. It's gonna be awesome. All right, well,
Think-
hey, let's count it down. Get started.
All right. Yeah. I'm queuing it up.
Nice. Everybody
on.
cue it up.
Shay,
do
I
what
love
you
your
gotta do.
guess for the post-credit scene so much.
Doctor Strange cameo. That was great.
Ralph Boner cameo. I called it. Right there.
Dear God,
Yes,
why?
he could totally
go.
be a variant.
I hope he's a variant. Yeah, that's a good.
That dude better be a variant because there's no way we ended WandaVision with Ralph friggin' Boner.
Maybe Loki is a retcon to WandaVision.
Oh Lord.
All right, who's gonna do the countdown? Frax,
All right.
you good? Or I think he's frozen.
Oh man, he's been having internet problems.
I can do it.
Then I'm gonna do the 5-second countdown.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
No, I think
You
he's
guys ready?
frozen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
Can you hear us, Brax?
Hello?
So exciting. Oh, shoot. I'm back.
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh man.
Okay.
I can hear. I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
We got you now.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
we're
right.
ready to go.
Cool. Cool.
All
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
Whew. Jeez. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get started.
All right. We got it. Playing.
That was close. Sweating.
Oh.
That's such a weird question.
Right.
Why would you trust her?
The liar?
Yeah. Said a liar.
You're right.
Man, he was awesome.
That was great.
The season finale.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, we get a Marvel intro. You know what that means?
Wait.
I hear Captain America music.
Me too.
Me too. What the?
Higher,
This is
further,
a new intro.
faster.
We're gonna jump on this fish. We can get out of here. Wanna come?
Nice. Well done. That was a good one, Richard.
Oh, thank you. Korg's one of my favorites to do. Whoa.
Full multiverse.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Nelson Mandela.
For release.
Vision? What the hell?
It's the whole
This is the
Marvel
timeline.
multiverse.
This is yeah.
This is intense.
Why didn't give us this in episode 1? Just give us this now.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
Wow.
King Loki, or Miss Minutes?
What's gonna be Miss Minutes a clock on a throne?
That'd be amazing.
That'd
Can
be
you
great.
Hey, y'all, you figured it out.
I love Tara Strong.
She's great. That's a cool shot.
I already like this episode better than the last one.
Oh God, absolutely.
This is where the budget went.
Yeah, just like episode 9 of WandaVision and episode 6 of Falcon.
Right.
That's looking cool.
He just looks like a really like an accountant that's been through a lot when he looks like wearing this.
I was gonna say, how often does that happen?
Only when he likes a girl. Or boy.
Or himself.
Hmm.
It's a big moment, guys. This is where we're gonna get the answers we desire through that door.
Well, no kicking it in.
I feel like Loki, another version of him, would be petty enough to open the doors after she said, "I need a minute."
Oh, absolutely. Like the version of him in Avengers.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm so oscillating between King Loki and Kang right now.
Yeah.
Oh God! You gotta be.
How'd she get there?
There is an end of time. God, she's so creepy.
He's impressed.
He who remains.
Hello.
Oh God. Okay, stop pulling the Voldemort crap with us. The
It's
hell?
not supposed to be That's not supposed to be possible.
Huh?
She's lying though. She's capping, as
Of
the kids
course.
say.
She's lying.
She's capping.
We've said we'll let them go, but we're lying to them. Yeah, she's pure evil. Say what? Dude.
Mm.
And why would he do that?
Because they're a pain.
They don't want to deal with them anymore.
Because they keep trying to blow up the TVA.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you want to be in the Matrix, or you want to not be in the Matrix?
She's pure evil. Yeah.
I called that she was evil.
Yeah, good call
And then
there.
we saw her in the stupid video.
Ooh, that look.
Ooh, she's lying.
Look at her face. She's so mischievous.
She went from mildly tolerable to super freaking creepy in about 2 seconds.
I want to change my answer to Kang.
It's so blue here. So very blue. So very Kangish.
Man, if I'm right on this,
If they introduce, then I won't talk crap about them not doing anything major in Marvel shows if they actually show him here.
I'm staying with Loki though.
right? Where are those statues?
They're just gonna come alive and kill him.
Oh God.
Duh.
What video
Well,
game is that in?
Well, there's one broken. Okay.
All of them.
You're right.
All of them. The hell?
Timekeeper statues.
Does anyone else holding their breath?
A little bit.
Oh
No way! Yes!
Nice.
What?
Yes!
Wow.
yes! So very blue.
Holy crap. Really did it.
Damn. They introduced Kang in a Disney Plus show.
Crazy.
This is insane.
I like him.
He's playing
Me too.
such a different character than he usually does too.
Well, which version of Kang do you think it is?
Right?
Oh, I think it might be Immortus.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they introduced Kang in a Disney Plus show.
Right? Years before we're gonna see him in Quantumania.
Year and a half, yeah.
That was gross.
Seriously.
Come on, y'all. You thought it was gonna be that easy?
Come on, y'all. Wow.
What's going to be trending on Twitter right now?
Yeah. Damn.
The best part is we have a whole episode. Still
All
the best,
right.
Right?
Thank you. Finally, yeah.
you know? Well, this is not how I imagined him playing Kang, though. It's crazy.
Me neither.
We don't need another like comedian. Hope he doesn't go too crazy with it.
He's never, I mean, I've never seen him be comedic ever. He's always like a serious, quiet type.
I think he's messing with him.
He's got to be.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I want to see him get creepy.
Eh.
Bro, you probably should have closed the door.
Right? Are you though?
What mission?
Our mission.
Huh.
Yes, B-15.
Nice. Fremont, Ohio, 2018. Whoa.
Oh, it's gonna be Renslayer?
Wow. Only 2018.
Whoa.
Wow.
What?
Very,
That is,
Oh my god.
what the
What if Renslayer isn't Renslayer?
it's not the real Renslayer.
Right.
This is quickly becoming a favorite episode.
He's probably chilling in the castle too.
Has he?
Come on. You really think that's going to work?
What the hell is going to happen?
That's why he hides at the end of time.
Right? Oh, shit.
No, it's not. Mm.
Yeah, he's starting to get really creepy.
If they read it, does that negate it, or is that what will make it happen?
Right?
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow. I love how they're focusing on him and Renslayer. Kang.
No.
She's a lost cause.
Yeah.
yeah.
to robots. You're a variant.
Oh no.
Where is she going?
What the hell?
Too slow. Just jump in there.
Wow. That was sad.
Man. Wow.
Really, girl? Her desperation is kind of sad.
Seriously. She's not playing this well at all. Sorry, what?
What?
Free will.
Ooh. He's gonna say Kang.
He's afraid of himself.
A
There it is.
conqueror. What's he doing?
The heck is...
Holy crap.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the first we're gonna get in Ant-Man.
Wow.
Castle of Kang.
Why is he eating?
He's
Yeah.
eating an apple to make himself look more like an asshole.
You
All
are not
assholes
pure of
eat
heart.
apples.
Yes.
Pure of heart. Lol. Wow.
Yeah.
What? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
Dude.
The dog thingy, Elias.
Elias?
Yeah. It's a Kang villain. Or enemy, I guess. You
Wow.
paused.
The TVA. Wow.
He's like the worst. I love it.
This is amazing.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, is Kang from Quantumania gonna be a variant of this guy?
Yeah, it's gonna be the one we know from the comics.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's gonna be the Conqueror version.
Wow.
That's a
Yes.
cop. Is that a cop out?
It feels like a little bit.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean, he is. He's already admitted to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez.
Oh no. What?
In for
He's
something bigger.
tired.
Bigger plans.
I'm tired. Thanos.
Wow.
What is happening?
What the hell?
Uh,
Uh-oh. I get nervous when the bad guy looks scared.
Right?
he should be like, he's coming.
What now?
Say what?
Imagine if he's like, he's coming, and they're like, who? He's like, me.
Me.
Yeah, right?
Adoy.
Uh-oh.
Oh crap.
So why are they branching now?
Brax, you sound like a robot.
You
Yeah,
do.
Brex. Audio.
Why would you ask that?
Seriously? What's option 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with door C on this one.
You literally just admitted to lying while you said you weren't lying.
Twice.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna get Kang and King Loki with our Loki becoming King Loki?
Maybe.
The heck is going on? This guy's somehow weirder than Agatha.
Yeah. Whoa, okay.
What the
Uh-oh.
heck? I has force powers?
Apparently.
You're not helping, dude.
No, you're not.
Chaos. He said that in like episode 2. Devil, you
So what are they
know.
gonna do? Work for him?
If they do take over, don't they still kill him?
No, I think he stays. I don't know. Yeah, what happens to him?
It's been like a week.
Yeah.
All this time.
Yeah, they've known each other for a few days.
Because you're not the same.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
I feel like they're wasting time a little bit.
A little bit.
Yep.
You know, actually,
This is nuts. Wow.
The heck?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
This would be the place. This would be the spot.
Really? This feels like a very specific situation.
Yeah.
The desire for something. I don't know.
Yes. I just want you. No!
Everybody!
I'm out.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah. Stabby, stabby.
Yep.
Told you.
Stab him.
Cop out.
Told you I'd do it.
I did too, dude.
Okay, she gonna kill him? Bets.
Just kill him already. Let's
I feel
go.
like
Get the
she
show on the
got
road.
him, right?
Everyone's gonna
He's
think
calling her
he's dead.
He Who Remains.
Whoa.
He knows this is supposed to happen. Oh.
This is why they put him in a Disney Plus show, because we're not going to see him again.
Dying.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Probably exactly what he wanted.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
how it's
look
supposed to
at
play
him.
out. He was lying about the 10 seconds ago.
Yep. He knew the whole time.
Not as satisfying as you expected, huh, Sylvie?
Yeah, right.
All you did was
No blood.
alienate
Gotta
the one
love
person
Disney.
who liked you. Yeah,
Gotta be
right?
no heart.
There should be, like, everywhere.
Yeah, like spilling down his front.
Does this actually count as Kang? Because he just died.
No, absolutely it does. I can't wait. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. This is it.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically.
Those colors are
Technically.
very Kangy out there.
This is how the
I can't-
timeline splinters. Is Sylvie's like, nah, I'm gonna kill him. Look at that. Hello, what if?
Yeah.
Was it
Hello.
worth it, Sylvie? It's like
Hello,
a freaking
what if
Star-Lord
Spider-Man No Way
moment.
Home and
Punching
Doctor
Thanos
Strange
in the
Multiverse of
face.
Madness?
I can't wait. Can't wait to make some header art with this background.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh. Are those all timeline branches?
Correct.
Well, the TVA broke.
Yo.
Always.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
I think just quickly shot up to my favorite Disney Plus show.
They're gonna take over the TVA.
Yeah, they got her, right? But what are they gonna do?
Seriously.
They'll have a big job on their hands.
Do you think they're still gonna prune timelines, or are they just gonna try and make sure they don't intersect or something?
Yeah, the mission's gonna change somehow.
Yeah, right? Like maybe instead of being essentially executioners, they become the actual timeline police.
Wow.
Or Loki.
This is messed up.
What happens when you fall in love with yourself and you're a jerk, man?
Take it from me.
You played yourself.
You played yourself.
What's he about to do? Whoa.
Get the Infinity Stones.
You can just disappear with all of them.
At least one of each. I'd grab a full set if I could.
What do you mean we?
They don't know what he's talking about because he's in charge.
Crazy person. So exciting.
Oh, what?
Oh. Crazy person.
What the?
Fuck the timeline.
Is Sylvie in charge? What did Renslayer do?
He's Kang's in charge. Man.
Oh my
Ooh.
I
God.
didn't tell y'all.
Holy crap.
Wait,
What?
Wow.
Wait. That's not the end of the season, though. Come on.
Yeah. Do you think Quantumania is going to tie into Loki season 2 now, like heavily?
It could.
That must be. Yeah, that must be
This
why
is
they
a-
don't be.
Depends
love
on when
this.
it comes out, but
It's
yeah.
a badass score, badass song right here.
I mean, they're
I
shooting
love the
Ant-Man
score
right
to
now.
this.
They're shooting Ant-Man right now, so it's a ways off.
Yo, they didn't know who Loki was.
This is.
Where is Renslayer? What did she do? Or fake Renslayer? Is she Renslayer? I'm
I
more
don't even-
confused.
I don't even know what to think right now.
I do. What did we just see?
Will someone please explain to me what the hell is going on?
This felt like the episode before the last episode.
Yeah.
This is actually
Yeah, there's too many stuff not answered. I mean, I get it. Like, the new Kang is the new ruler in whatever reality
He was
Loki's in now.
always the ruler, so it's a different Kang as the ruler?
It's a different Kang. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be where the timekeepers were.
Right.
to
He went back
conquer.
and changed it so that there were never timekeepers, there was just Kang.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I mean, they completely changed the timeline by messing with the end of the timeline. Or is Loki in a different
Special
timeline?
guest star Jonathan Majors. Wow.
We didn't get Mobius on a jet ski.
Ain't over yet. Oh wait,
It ain't
yeah,
over.
we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get it though.
Renslayer was a teacher?
Here we go. Mm-hmm.
We'll return in season 2.
We knew that already.
Okay.
Is that the post-credit scene? That's lame.
That was the most.
There's got to be more.
No, there does not.
Is that really it?
Yeah.
It hasn't gone to it hasn't gone to the big screen where it's.
I feel so unsatisfied.
No way.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
No post-credit scene. That I think is more surprising to me than anything that just happened.
Wow.
Wow.
Technically got one.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Okay,
welcome.
PvP makes a really good point. That shot of like from the trailer where Loki's in the throne isn't even there.
Yeah. Is
Or
that from
him.
season 2?
If that's from season 2, holy shit.
That seems weird.
Hey guys, well, welcome back to Marvel Watch Along. You're kicking it with the Illuminerdi, and we're just going to break down episode 6 of Loki. What an episode! What an episode! Quick reactions, then we'll get into details. Richard, what'd you feel about it?
That's all I have to say right now.
TC, how you feeling?
Boo.
Boo.
It could have been, I don't know. They just left so many things unanswered. The whack post-credit scenes. It was cool seeing Kang, but overall it was kind of a letdown.
Caitlin, your early reaction?
You know that thing where it's the person trying to do math and that's me. I'm like, what? What?
You got
What?
the string theories and stuff going together?
I'm like, no.
Okay, well, let's break it down easy. Let's do this easy. Let's start at the beginning. So this episode opened up with the multiverse. It opened up with the Marvel logo, and we heard all kinds of things from Greta Thunberg to Nelson Mandela to Captain America to all kinds of heroic figures. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty amazing. What did you guys think of that opening sequence?
Got me pumped. Got me pumped for the episode. I was like, okay, here we go. And the beginning was epic. You saw the multiverse strand. You're like, okay. Then you get in the castle, and you see Miss Minutes. You see this big door. Then you open it. You see Kang, and then the rest of the episode happens.
Miss Minutes was not explained. She was just creepy.
Oh, she was super creepy.
But we don't know what she is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think she's just Kang's program, right? No?
I don't know.
He's got that future tech. Yeah, I mean, I think it was interesting how they opened it up. I think it really it kind of summarized the whole MCU and showed you how it's expanding and how like we just kind of just beginning in a way. TCU had a great point though. Like they should open the series like that. I think that would have been a lot better to like kind of like really pull you into the scope of what's going to happen here.
Yeah, definitely. But and I kind of said this before the episode even started. Like, they kind of gave us Kang, but then they didn't give us Kang. I think I called it a cop out, just because it's a variant. It's a variant Kang, but I mean,
is it? Or will the actual Kang be the variant Kang?
Well, they're all variants, right? Or
this one was the Prime Kang. This was our like the MCU timeline Kang, wasn't it? That's why he kept the timeline alive.
You know, the thing I love too is everybody knows it's Kang. They didn't say his name once in the entire episode.
Like even the subtitles called him He Who Remains.
Which is an actual character in the comics.
Really? Different than Kang?
Yeah, he's a really old man, like a really, really, really old man. He's the person at the end of time who's controlling everything and pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's interesting, but I mean, I think that's the whole purpose of Kang is that he's not only is he like variants, but all of his variants are in like cahoots with each other. It's like it's almost like a step up. It's like kind of like what Loki and Sylvie kind of did in this series is what he's already mastered like
100 times over
with himself. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, answer to who's the real Kang. Kang is Kang. Every time you see him, every different one you see him, it's Kang.
Wow.
Because he always knows the plan because he's already talked to himself, right? Or he's already conquered himself, or he's already, you know what I mean? He's already been through it already. So
yeah,
so
I think they'll
introduce the next Thanos level villain in a Disney Plus show.
That's incredible.
Well, I think what Marvel's doing now is before it was all building up to Thanos. I think now it's building up these mini arcs. You know what I mean? So like he's a thin, Thanos of the mini arc between this and the movies coming up.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, are they gonna treat Kang like a Thanos level? I'm kind of doubting that now. Like they're not gonna treat him as like Thanos level villain.
Because of this intro.
Yeah.
No, see, I think that's what they're setting people up for, though, man. I think that like when you see him in Ant-Man Quantumania in the first trailer or whenever you step in the theater or whatever, he's gonna come out in that suit. He's gonna come out like a badass. Because like I was so surprised. It was kind of like last episode with Gugu Mbatha-Raw's performance. I've never seen Jonathan Majors act goofy. Like I've seen a lot of stuff in him. Like for example, like he just got cast as like the villain in the next Creed movie. You know what I mean? Like he's not always playing a hard ass. Like he could play a hero and he could play sensitive, but like he never plays like goofy,
jokey,
like off the wall. Yeah, like this. I've never seen that kind of performance from him, and it was clearly like it's setting the audience up for the oh snap, this is the real deal when like the shit really hits the fan, whether it's season 2 or whether it's in Ant-Man 3.
Yeah.
So another cool thing I thought. So there was always rumors that Kang was going to appear in the series. But I thought it was interesting how they pulled it off because it was obviously a completely closed set. 3 people on set.
Yeah.
Keep the secret in. It makes a lot of sense. No one else even interacted with him.
right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
So,
like there's no way they saw the statue of him because that was totally had to be like green screen. So
Oh yeah, there's no way they could have seen that.
they wouldn't even know the twist at the end.
Uh-huh.
I mean, good on Marvel for doing that. At least, having some surprises.
Right.
Should definitely do that in the future. That was awesome because I had no idea it was going to appear in the show.
I mean,
was
there have
like-
been rumors, but yeah.
I was 50-50. I was like, I don't know. I was 50-50. I was leaning towards Loki just because it seemed simpler.
yeah.
Like, even as convinced as I was that he was going to show up at some point, like it seemed kind of inevitable. I wasn't like fully on board with it, like in my own head. When he showed up,
I would have never guessed that the episode would have opened basically with him starting off the episode, basically. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I
was
pushed him at the
that was a strong chess move,
uh-huh.
It was.
That was a power play.
Had
Right.
low expectations, and then something like that just kind of exceeds it, and you're like, wow. And then after that, we got a lot of exposition. Him explaining himself and talking about their options and multiversal war. If you kill him, everything splits. Or he offered so that they can lead the TVA while he was still there. I didn't really understand like his second option there.
And you know what I found the craziest thing about this episode? Normally in these Disney Plus finales, we've gotten a ton of action sequences, like the Wanda and Agatha fight, the Falcon using his new suit, and Bucky involved and everything. There was one fight scene in this entire episode, and it
was a sword fight.
Yeah, and like this shot up to my favorite episode of the series, honestly. Like
I still like 4.
Yeah, I mean 4 is close, but this one, the Kang thing alone, I think shot it up for me.
Let me ask you guys a question. Something I kind of proposed before the episode started. How do you think, like, try to clear your mind? How do you think that people who know nothing about the comics and know nothing about Kang would receive this episode?
I think they're gonna be a little confused. I mean, I think like the one good thing is that it was already announced that Jonathan Majors was going to be Kang in Quantumania. Can you imagine if that hadn't been announced already and it was just some random dude called He Who Remains? That'd be really weird and confusing. I think with that announcement, it'll still be like, okay, I don't totally get who this guy is. I know he's like a big bad guy because he's going to show up in the movies, but I do think people are going to recognize like, okay, this is bad.
Yeah.
But even that information is not information that most people that aren't like super nerds like us even know, though.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they don't know he's gonna show up in the next thing, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, in the eyes of the casual, I guess they see a guy who's like controlling the timekeepers. That's pretty much all he is. But like I said, he kind of gave a little exposition about himself, so at least they know that he's known by a lot of different names. even name dropped, him being a conqueror. But see, they wouldn't know that. So
Yeah,
yeah, it is. It would be confusing to the casuals for sure.
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, Comic Concept in the chat said that it was like Mando season 2, like Luke Skywalker level stuff. They didn't know Disney Plus would go that hard. I mean, yes and no. I could see that for people that know who King the Conqueror is, but if you like, if you watch Star Wars, you know who Luke Skywalker is. There's really no question about that. Whereas if you don't know Marvel or you didn't know, I'm so sorry. I just saw the poll and that last choices. I hated them all. So Shay. I lost my train of thought. Please.
Hold on. Comic Concept, you're my boy, but did you just compare Kang the Conqueror to Luke Skywalker? That's crazy.
Oh my god.
If you guys are watching YouTube,
Oh my gosh,
right
that
now,
was Josh's poll. Josh,
guys, check in the comments. We have a poll left to see what your favorite MCU show is right now.
there's an option E where I like them all. Like,
Me too. Like, I love all these series.
oh my god.
So right now we're at a 3-way tie for second for everything but Loki.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is recency bias. Everyone's just high off Loki. Take some time to think about it, people.
Let it sink in a little bit.
Oh my god.
What else do we have going on in the chat, Richard?
Oh Lord. Just a bit 42 said Loki's the best show on Disney by far. PvP AO Sylvie bad AF, but why she gotta do Loki like that? WTF?
They kissed. They freaking kissed.
God damn it.
She's not dead though. So
God
we
damn
can
it.
see her again.
No doubt. Definitely coming to season 2.
Let's see. Yeah, Dottie Pearson, what no love them all option.
I agree.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, Cosmic Concept. That was Mando season 2. Luke Skywalker stuff. I said that one. Didn't know Disney Plus would go that hard. Do you think they'll bring some of the most powerful heroes and villains and fight? I think everybody's just kind of freaking out about this.
How do you think this is going to tie into What If? Do you think we're going to see like the first episode kind of, or even like maybe the later episodes address that this is how all the timelines happened?
You know what I was thinking, actually? Just real quick before you go, Brax. I was thinking, like, we saw all the multiverse branches breaking in the TVA and in the Void. They could start off with that scene.
Why would it not? Why would
it not? Yeah.
In What If, and then like go straight into the animated stuff from there.
I mean, they could animate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Literally, what I was going to say, Richard. Like, I mean, I don't think they'll go deep into like, because what Marvel's done well is everything's connected, but you don't have to. It doesn't feel like you have to watch everything.
Yeah.
So it'll just be a curiosity, and I think like 100%. That's exactly what I was going to say, Rich. Like they're going to start it off with that same branching timeline from Rio to the animated version of the exact same thing happening, and then the Watcher, while the Watcher is talking and explaining and stuff.
Yeah.
And we know there's season 2 of What If too, and they said there were like 68 or 63 timelines that got branched off already from like one spot. So
I think it was one of those two, 63 or 68. I'm gonna go look back and see what the number was. Was it at the very end of the episode?
Yeah, and it was like from one point. It wasn't total. So because like we saw too what was happening. It wasn't like one branch that would go up. It was one branch and then another would happen from that and another from that one.
Yeah, totally.
PvP
like we didn't get a happy ending in this series at all. Like there was no resolution.
I mean, Sylvie created free will.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
also just
variants.
Complete and utter chaos. Also,
no one said free will was pretty.
Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah, here that's what 63 new branches in this unit alone.
Yeah.
I wonder if Loki season 2 is going to start off like exactly where Loki season 1 ends.
That's a good point.
Because they did, like you said, there were some shots that we haven't seen. So maybe they already filmed part of the season. Maybe they filmed the whole dang. They filmed the whole 2 seasons already.
Loki has no friends again.
Yeah, because we didn't see him as his Avengers self in Stark Tower. We didn't see him in the decimated like New York. I mean, we sort of did with the Void and everything, but
Yeah,
it was all purple and everything. So
I feel like that was
possible.
that.
But also, Marvel always overshoots stuff too, so it's possible that those could have just been extra scenes that just didn't make the final cut. You know?
Yeah, it could have been something where when he was saying like King of Asgard, where they almost had like flashes of it or something.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's I mean, they shoot a lot of stuff. Like even like we have an article up on the website about how the deleted scene of the Throg's fight between him and Loki that was supposed to appear in the first episode never appeared. So they probably have a lot in the case that they're waiting to pull out whenever they need to.
Man,
Right.
I hope we get Throg in season 2.
After that demand and after the popularity of Loki Alligator Loki.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there was that deleted scene that they said they took out of episode 1 where it was Throg actually like beating the crap out of Loki. That would have been amazing.
Can you imagine, especially since Chris Hemsworth voiced him? That would have been hilarious.
That would have been amazing. Chris Hemsworth came in to basically grunt, and that was it. That's like amazing.
Merle Z in the chat here says, "This is how we get the X-Men." That would be. I mean, they can literally do anything after this.
After this, the
multiverse
possibilities
like,
are literally
bro.
endless.
The universe,
split.
like,
For real.
and I don't
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
gonna get fixed anytime soon. I mean, I was kind of thinking that maybe Doctor Strange would fix it, but then what is Loki season 2?
Right?
Right. No, I mean, it feels like it can't be fixed until we get Secret Wars one day.
Yeah, right. Do you think Secret Invasion might start off Secret Wars and then like go from there?
No, not really. I think this is all like, I mean, we're the whole string of from Loki to Spider-Man to Doctor Strange to Ant-Man, like that's all the timeline
Right.
string that they're going down,
Yeah. Man, we all thought WandaVision was going to be the one to like break the multiverse open, and then Loki's just like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hurt my children in another universe. Loki's like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, it technically wasn't Loki. It was Sylvie. He wanted to be against what they were doing. It was her. She ruined
What is
everything. She
she
gave people
doing
free
now?
will. What is she doing? She gave people free will. What is she thinking?
What is
Right,
she
like-
thinking?
Like, good luck with that.
That's worked out so well with her and Loki having free will, right?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't go poorly at all.
Yeah. Oh man.
And like Renslayer, what? Is that Renslayer? Is it not? Did Kingmaker think she's Renslayer? What's going
Right?
on?
Where did she go when she went through that door?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see her at all.
So many questions posed, not many answers.
Right?
It's Marvel, come on.
They
And
keep-
those post credit
doing
scene.
that.
I mean,
that wasn't even a
kinda whack.
post credit scene. It was just we have season 2 coming, and we're all like, yeah, we sort of knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, we need something after that shit. We didn't get no answers.
Absolutely nothing.
Gaming Beast.
We got
916
teased.
TC being a party pooper.
We got blue ball. Yeah.
Oh god.
Hey,
Frost Giant Blue Ball.
if I'm ranking shows, it's Captain America, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and then Loki.
Wow.
So I'll be even more of a party pooper.
Wow.
I put WandaVision above Loki. Just it was just more stakes, more entertaining, week to week. The mystery. This
Don't get me
one,
wrong. I like WandaVision more too, but I would never have expected that from you.
Me
yeah.
neither.
I mean, the Ralph Boner does,
Stinks.
a big strike against WandaVision, but like Brax had said, I think it was last week's episode, people are gonna hear me say I don't feel stakes, and they'll be like, what are you talking about, no stakes? The whole multiverse is at stake. But I just
We knew
didn't
that.
Yeah, I didn't feel it.
I mean, we
Wow.
knew.
PPT
knew
said you're smoking a
Sylvie-
pack.
I wish.
I will say we did know that Sylvie was gonna have to kill Kang or he who remains, whatever, because we knew the multiverse was gonna break. You know what I mean? It wasn't like when he was like, the multiverse will break if you do that. Okay, then it must happen because we know we're getting the multiverse breaking based on the next show, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. So I kind of get what you're saying about the feeling of less stakes, because it's almost kind of, it's one of the things I've heard people criticize about Black Widow, where it's like, well, we know what happens to her, so it feels like there's less stakes in the movie. We kind of knew the outcome of this was the timeline ruptures.
Oh, this is a good one. Glenn Grant, theory time. They're going to hunt for Kang variants and ended up seeing Nathaniel Richards, and that's how we're first going to meet the Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's right. Isn't Kang like a descendant of
Reed Richards?
Reed
Yeah.
Richards?
Nathaniel Richards. He's like, from the 31st century, so it's generations down the timeline.
1,000 years or so, yeah.
He did tell them he was in the 31st century, so Loki does know where to look.
Yeah.
Actually, that makes sense too. There was actually that recent report that they're trying to cast really diverse for the Fantastic Four too. So actually, it all lines up.
Could be, yeah.
Everyone wants to hear the thoughts on the Deadpool. I don't want to pull too much away from Loki, but about the Deadpool and Korg kind of thing.
Yeah, we should address it.
I loved it.
I loved it, and I think it's confirmed fact that we're getting freaking Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool into the MCU. Is like, that's crazy. I mean, pretty much confirmation right there.
Yeah. It's the practice of killing off a important female character to give stress to the main character.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
A la Deadpool 2.
I love that. He called that movie out so much, because that was one of the things that was like one of my least favorite parts of Deadpool 2. When he calls that out, I was like, yes, amazing.
Like a Fox garage sale kind of way.
I just want Deadpool reactions to every MCU trailer now.
Oh god, me too. I want that to everything.
Like, that would be amazing. And I'm not even gonna lie, one of the parts, like the first thing that actually cracked me up about that was when he's like, I'm sure you joined me for last week where I reacted to the Cruella de Vil trailer, and he's like, where the F are the dogs?
Where are the fucking dogs?
I busted out when that happened, because it was so dumb and so amazing. I'm like, please make this a thing. Just react to trailers that are like Disney now.
Oh god, seriously.
It was also fun to see Taika Waititi and Ryan Reynolds reunited after Green Lantern 2.
I love how they didn't
right.
even bring it up at all. I forget that every time I watch that movie that Taika Waititi's in it.
Yeah, he was the sidekick.
Yep.
Also, the dynamic between Korg and Deadpool. What?
You've got a Disney Plus show, don't you, face?
Deadpool's so frustrated with him, like, from the start. I was raised by avocados.
Jesus Christ. He's done with him within like 30 seconds.
So good. I literally just want I almost want the what if of Deadpool, where he just jumps between the different things and has to interact with random side characters. And just gets more frustrated.
Korg, Louise, Falcon, Bucky.
That's how we get the Louise recap of the MCU. He's doing it to Deadpool. That was perfect.
With all that being said, it's really cool that we finally got the introduction of Deadpool in the MCU, and we can see the different creative ways they could use him. I mean, he was obviously Ryan Reynolds was obviously promoting his own movie, but it's a good open the door now. Open the door, definitely.
Yeah, Marvel, like, you teased us, like, come on, you got to please us now.
Yeah.
Don't be not putting that Deadpool into the MCU now. That's big no.
I love when Korg was talking about the Taika Waititi characters. Yeah, he's got 4 arms and 2 of them have gloves on them.
Looks like gloves on him. I like him. Cool.
Seems like a nice guy.
With that being said, I've heard from a couple of different people that Free Guys actually has like a lot of surprises and a lot of fun stuff we were not even expecting in it. So
I'm
excited for that one. That should be a good movie.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people told me it's like it's a fun Easter egg movie. Like, there's a lot of surprises you'd never expect, and people popping up you'd never expect to pop up in it.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Perfect for Deadpool.
PvP. Imagine if Deadpool gets a series with Korg. That would be lit. I want that so badly now.
Korg, Deadpool, Louise.
And it doesn't even have to be like anything action based. Like you were saying, Caitlin, trailer reviews. Like just reviewing the MCU movies or something.
Yep, that'd be amazing.
Right? Just imagine them doing No Way Home. Like, God, Peter Parker, love that guy.
I mean, that could get creepy really quick because he
Oh,
is
God,
still in
seriously.
high school.
Seriously. But Deadpool and Spidey's always creepy in the comics.
Okay, Shay, Dark. What if we'll introduce a what if where Marvel made a good TV show? Wow.
That's cold, B.
Cold
Well,
as
That's
ice.
cold, B.
Where would you guys rank the
see you.
shows? I want to hear you guys' ranking too.
Well, I'll
Of the-
get it out the way because I agree with you, TC. I'm going Falcon, Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Loki. There's only 2 episodes in Loki that actually really piqued my interest. And
Yeah.
the majority of it, I was just kind of like, what's the point of this? And even at the end, if you really think about it, like it just kind of pushed the story forward for the greater MCU. But like still, even with Loki, it's kind of like, okay, well, he didn't even have his complete character arc, really. You know?
Yeah. His ending was he got erased. Like all of the stuff other than his own personal character growth was erased. He had no friends.
Yeah.
His friendship with Mobius is gone. That the whole thing that
Right?
they had, the whole chemistry,
true.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Tragic.
So is his friendship. So
Tragic.
is his friendship with Mobius because his one Morbius never even existed.
Did I say Morbius?
Wow.
I think you said Morbius. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I agree with you guys. I mean, I really like WandaVision a lot. So I almost feel like that for me is tied with Falcon and Winter Soldier. But yeah, I think Loki's 3 for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say this: Loki had a couple of the best episodes out of all of them by far, but I think maybe as a series, I'm not sure it quite lives up to the other 2. But it's still great. I'd say probably it's a mid-tier MCU project as a whole, but
I thought episode 4 was really good. I thought every episode had something that was really good, even if the whole episode wasn't great. Like, I was not a huge fan of last week's episode, but Loki being frustrated with all the Lokis betraying each other.
that was
gold.
great. Yeah,
That was perfect.
Right,
Like,
Alligator Loki was perfect.
classic Loki making Asgard was fantastic. You know, like
That was
everything,
super cool.
every episode did have something funny. Like even the first episode, I loved when we're like, okay, this is DMV on steroids, like all
Yeah.
that stuff. We're like Loki being like,
Absolutely.
how are you a robot and you don't know it? Wait, what if I'm a robot and I don't know it? Like just that kind of like back and forth stuff that would happen was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like 2 to 3 episodes. Only like 2 to 3 episodes for me really hooked me. I mean, I think I liked the one that they were on Lamentus probably more than anyone else, just because I'm a Doctor Who fan and it felt very Doctor Who. But even that one wasn't necessarily great as an episode.
Yeah, same thing. That's why I put it last, because I like, episode 4, I think it was the one where it had the end credit scene with the Lokis, and it was a good episode. I would put this finale second to that one.
Me too.
But other than that, it's just a lot of TVA exposition, explaining what they do, blah, blah, blah. And in the end, it just didn't really matter too much.
Yeah, I'll say this at least. I'm not exactly sure my ranking right now. They're all really close, I think. I think, like, if you have one above the other, like, I don't think it's really by much.
No, I don't think Loki's bad. I almost go back to what Brack said either last week or the week before. Loki is probably the one that I've thought about least in between episodes.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point.
You know, WandaVision, we were constantly like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Winter Soldier and like Falcon Winter Soldier, it was always like, looking at how like the impact on the MCU, what it was saying about the world, all that kind of stuff. With this, it's like, okay, we know it'll impact the MCU with the timeline stuff. Beyond that, not much. I mean, that's kind of one of the issues of it being so separated, because we don't expect to see these characters and really other stuff.
I'll say this. Depending on what happens in No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness, I think those movies have a chance to maybe retroactively make this one a little bit better.
Do you think you'll see the TVA in those though? Because I almost don't think. I'm not sure. We could, but I don't think it would play a big role.
I'd say if anything, maybe Ant-Man 3. I know it's going to be a while, but I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying there's a chance.
Fair enough. So let's see here. Got a question in the comments. Let's see here. Gaming Beast 916 asks, will this mean Natalie Portman could be a variant of Thor now? What do you guys think of that question?
I don't think that one. I don't see as being a variant, just because I mean they're bringing her back as I would assume the original Jane Foster from.
I mean,
from the other two movies.
It's such an interesting story, like Mighty Thor in general, that almost making a variant would feel like a cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would mean more if it was like from the main kind of MCU continuity.
Yeah, especially if part of
think-
it is because Thor kind of dipped and left everything to figure itself out.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. I think that there's different like sagas happening within the MCU. It's not just like one big Infinity Saga now. Like I think this multiversal saga is just contained within these certain movies, so other movies could just kind of do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, what'll be interesting is seeing what shows connect to which sagas, because like
Right.
Loki, What If, and WandaVision seem to connect to the multiverse saga.
Yeah.
The Falcon Winter
Absolutely,
Soldier is
absolutely.
going to connect to Captain America 4, but what's that going to connect to?
Right.
Miss Marvel will probably connect to
Secret Invasion,
Secret
too.
Invasion. Right.
And the Marvels, yeah, which will, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
And
yeah.
weirdly, I guess WandaVision would tie into that too, because we got the tie-in with I'm forgetting her name. Photon.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, so we have the multiversal saga, and then we have the Skrull saga developing, and then where would Thor kind of fit in the cosmic side of that?
Yeah, I mean, I would almost say, like, I'm assuming Thor and Guardians, like, their
right.
story might not be hugely interconnected, but I almost would call that the cosmic saga, and I guess Eternals would probably fit in that.
I was gonna say,
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
Eternals.
Yeah.
Eternals could kind of fit into both a little bit because they're from space, but they've been on Earth for thousands of years.
Yeah, and then we'll have Shang-Chi tie into something.
The mystical stuff, maybe.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Like we were asking before the episode started, I almost wanted to be like, maybe they'll have a button, a post-credit scene for Shang-Chi since it's coming up in like a month. Like
That would have been cool.
That would have been pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? It kind of seems like that's kind of an outlier right now.
O'Shea in the chat. He's so optimistic. What if we
what
get
do you
a DC versus Marvel from the multiverse?
Oh,
Good Lord.
In a fanboy's dreams. In a fanboy's dreams.
What
I don't even think I
DC?
wanna see
There's
that.
no DC interconnected universe anymore.
right? They don't even have their own
Oof.
universe.
So we still don't know if Suicide Squad is a reboot or a sequel.
Isn't it both? Somehow.
You talk about disconjointed timelines. Let's talk about
Yeah,
DC's
right.
unintentional multiverse that they
Plus,
created.
there's 3 different director's cuts, right?
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
What else we have going on in the comments, Richard?
Let's see. Krishna from Illuminerdi said Loki, WandaVision, Falcon is her order.
His order.
His order. Okay, my bad. My mistake.
Krishna, you like Loki the best? Tell us why you like Loki the best. I want to hear you leave a comment. I'll read it after that. But yeah, tell us why you like Loki the best.
Jango Fett, Star Wars versus Marvel Universe. Oh Lord.
You want to see Space Wizards go up against Doctor Strange?
PvP.
Mace Windu take on Nick Fury. That I would like.
This is actually an interesting question. Do you guys think Thor 4 takes place before or after Loki?
After.
I was gonna say after. Plus, it's kind of hard to say because we don't know. Like we know kind of when Loki takes place, but it could be anywhere in the timeline. I mean, we know after the events of Avengers, which also took place, and then never mind. We don't know when it took place.
Except that we don't know when the TVA is.
Exactly, we have no idea when they are.
It's out of time. It's literally out of time.
Plus, they changed the everything. Like,
does anyone want to like take bets that Marvel is not gonna mention the TVA in any of the movies outside of a one-liner from somebody?
Like they're not gonna address it until we have. Either they're gonna address it and like almost have the TVA pop up in like almost a cameo role in Doctor Strange, but that's a really, really hard maybe. I feel like if we're gonna get it addressed, it's gonna be like Quantumania.
I'd say Quantumania.
Maybe What If, but even that would be more about like TVA messed up. now we got
Right.
this.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard not to imagine them finding a place for Owen Wilson somewhere. I just can't imagine where. Because I mean, obviously he's a movie star, not a TV star.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
Owen
I
Wilson's
can't
a
imagine
big name to have in just a Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
So Gugu Mbatha-Raw.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I could actually. It seems like they would all fit into Ant-Man Quantumania.
I
They
feel
could.
like they got it at this point. Like
Yeah.
they got to be the
Yeah.
ones. Because I'm almost like, how does Kang fit into that?
Well, everybody was theorizing in Ant-Man and the Wasp that city that everybody saw was what, Chronopolis? That could be a Kang thing, right?
No, that's probably the thing. That's probably where the Conqueror is actually chilling out.
Right.
I will say though, and I hope this is not a spoiler for like Black Widow, but I was surprised at the post-credit scene of Black Widow and that they went there. They took something from the series and they put it in, the end of a movie. So
Yeah.
That was
Actually,
one of my
there you
favorite
go.
parts.
Oh god,
That's
that's one of my favorite post-credit scenes.
I mean, there's the further connection that you're talking about, Caitlin, to Captain America, 4, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That's another one, Black Widow. That's all part of the same kind of grouping.
Yeah.
What that saga be called?
Espionage, I guess.
The
Spy
Espionage.
series?
Spy series, yeah.
Spy saga, yeah. The grounded
And then
series.
Hawkeye.
The relatable character series.
Yeah.
Eternals is gonna be like the unrelatable character series. Thor and Guardians. Guardians are
Yeah.
good.
Captain America, Hawkeye. That's like the saga you could show your parents, and they'll be like, "Okay, I'll watch it."
The great.
like your typical action movie.
They're the ones who jump in all this timeline stuff or the like cosmic stuff, and they're like, no.
Check it
Right.
out. Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What else we got going on in the comments?
Let's see. Comic concept. It's crazy because something that occurred at the end of the time is going to affect the rest of the time, like the TVA, and I didn't think the TVA ran on time. Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, they didn't explain that well. They did
Yeah.
not explain that well.
It's hard to explain time travel, that's for sure.
Here we go. The
Oh,
gaming beast 916. Technically, because of Loki, there's always been multiple timelines throughout the sacred timeline, but it's only been revealed now. I don't know how to put it into words.
You did put it into words. That's exactly right.
I mean, you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah.
Shay, Winter Soldier is still the best MCU anything.
Like the movie?
I would assume
Yeah.
so. See, Winter Soldier's just real quick.
That's a solid movie.
Yeah, real quick, like divulgence from this. Winter Soldier for me, if you take like MCU and comic book movies and stuff, that aspect out of it, you look at it as just a movie, Winter Soldier is easily the best thing in the MCU. But there's a couple MCU movies I have above it just because of like how much awesome is in it, like Infinity War, Civil War, stuff like that.
Right. It's down to personal preference. Like some people like space
I wouldn't agree
cosmic.
with Civil War, but yeah.
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 I have Civil War just by a hair, just because it introduced Black
Soldier.
Sue me.
You mean civil
I
pillow
will
fight?
try.
Civil pillow fight.
Yeah, Shay. I agree
So
with
Django
you.
Fett asked,
You know what? I'm standing on this hill.
Not the right hill, man. It's a lot
All right.
to choose from.
I know. I said what I said.
Before you talk, I love just a bit 42. Doctor Strange is so clueless now and is gonna be pissed. Yes, I want Doctor Strange.
I want to see a
be
grumpy
like-
Doctor Strange. Yes.
I want it to just be that moment of like something happened. Don't know what, but something happened and broke everything.
Yeah.
I want him to just be rolling his eyes the whole movie, just like, oh my god.
You've got to be shitting me.
You know he's gonna be like, I should have just left that dude
but actually,
falling forever.
Oh man. Yeah.
it makes sense though. Like when we get to Spider-Man, it'll be interesting to see Doctor Strange as a supporting character, but he probably has other things on his mind other than Spider-Man's problems. So it could be interesting how to play that.
Yeah. And like
I don't care at all.
I just watched Doctor Strange actually on TV like a couple days ago, and the fact that it's going to be just dwarfed by everything he's in, like in the future, No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness is nuts. Because that's a solid entry. I mean, I enjoy Doctor Strange enough, but he's got some big stuff coming.
It's just gonna be so funny when Peter shows up and it's like, I'm on the run because they think I murdered someone, and Strange is like, okay.
Right?
I got to deal with
Put
this
it on
I got
twerp.
timeline. Yeah.
I got to deal with this twerp again.
Like, I'm supposed to be nice to him because Tony Stark died, right? That's like one of those things you gotta be mindful of. But also, don't have time for you, man.
He's gonna be he might be the reluctant mentor.
Very reluctant. Very.
I feel like he'd be a bad mentor.
I think he would be done with Peter from the second he saw him again.
Krishna answered your question,
I didn't
TC.
see that.
What do you say? Okay, here we go. The storytelling with the majority of dialogue really got me. I really like that part of it. WandaVision has great dialogue too, but for me, I love Loki more. Okay, it's a good explanation.
Also, Shay, damn man, you need to catch up.
Keep talking.
Talkie.
I mean, to me, I would almost say one of the weaknesses of Loki was they did a lot of like, like that kind of show don't tell thing. They were telling a lot, not showing a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't disagree there.
I did like one thing. I did like though. I did like the Kang's exposition about how he came to be in his origin story.
That
how
was
closely
cool.
It was connected to the comics. It was straight up comic stuff.
I also really loved the like little statue stuff that was going with it. That looked cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That kind of reminded me of like Man of Steel stuff a little bit, like when Jor-El was showing
it
all that
reminded
stuff.
me of the
Kryptonian tech.
Yeah, it reminded me of the end credits of Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Those statues and stuff.
Oh, right. Or even the beginning of
say the
Black Panther.
movie, Shay. I said the credits.
even though the series ended with that shot of Kane's the statue, I thought that was like a dope moment to kind of see like, oh shit, like
that was pretty dope.
We're gonna get main Kang, like conquer.
It was.
Now
I still feel like there was 10 minutes left off the episode though. I don't
agree.
know exactly what we
agree.
needed though, but like
I wanted a post-credit scene, man.
Me too.
That was both like the post-credit scene.
Both of the other series had post-credit scenes, so
yeah. I mean, we even said after Falcon Winter Soldier, we were like, is it missing one? Because they only had one, and this one, like, they went down. They had less as a kid.
It went from 2 to 1 to none.
Yeah.
It shows how confident Marvel was in this because they're gonna like this anyways.
Right.
I feel like the gaming beast is trying to troll me. He said Captain Marvel is the best MCU movie.
Oof.
I like Captain Marvel,
trying to troll
but
me, man.
I don't agree with that.
I would say the exact same thing. I enjoyed it enough. I'm looking forward to 2, I think, more than 1, but no.
I liked 1 a lot. There's a lot of pieces of 1 I like, but I wouldn't say it's the best movie overall.
No.
It's one of the worst movies. Yeah.
PvP says Endgame's the best MCU movie. What's your guys' favorite Avenger movie?
I'm Infinity War. Just a little bit more than Endgame.
I'm Infinity War as well.
I'm Infinity War with the first OG Avengers being second.
Ooh, okay.
I'm Endgame. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for that scene at the end with the Avengers assemble.
Oh, that to me is the best scene in the MCU. Like, that's no question about that to me.
I also just love how like kind of stupid Ant-Man seems in it. He like pops back up and his plan is time travel movies. And I'm like, you know what? That'd be my explanation for my plan too. Like
it
that
makes a lot of sense.
So classically dumb of like that's an everyman answer, and I love it because then you have the actual scientists going, "Is your plan Back to the Future?" Yeah.
Back to the Future's a bunch of bullshit.
I loved Infinity War just because I felt like it was one of the biggest risks that Marvel's ever taken. Like they took the villain and made the villain the protagonist of the story, which is crazy. And then just the ability to tie in all the different characters so organically, like it's like it's a script writing like achievement of like the highest order for real.
And they also end it on the climax of the story.
Yeah, like even
the bad guy wins.
That, even knowing that things are going to get fixed in Endgame somehow, it was still a big moment because you had to wait a year to find out what happened after Thanos basically won. So,
and they weren't afraid to end it on a sad note and have the little kids cry in the theater, right?
Yeah,
because Marvel always ends. Yeah, they put the bow on it, little happy faces at the end of Marvel movies, but not Infinity War.
No, I remember walking out of that one mad.
Oof. Shay, you and my wife have a very similar way of thinking. She hates Endgame.
People are asking, oh wait, Captain Marvel or Black Widow? I'd say
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Black Widow for me.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I liked the protagonist in Captain Marvel better than the protagonist in Black Widow in her own movie. But I like Florence Pugh in Red Guardian a lot in Black Widow. I just felt like Natasha was kind of underutilized in her own movie.
And here's my counter argument in Captain Marvel. I like Talos, I think, better than actually Captain Marvel. I mean,
he was great. But
yeah, I loved him.
He is great, but I liked the dynamic between Fury and Captain Marvel, and I'm looking forward to more of that.
Yeah, me too.
And don't get me wrong, I like the dynamic between Natasha and Yelena, but I'm not heartbroken over the fact that we won't see more of that specific dynamic.
Sure, I can understand that.
Shay has a good question. Go ahead, Brax.
I was gonna say, I just on the downtime with Black Widow, I just like the tone of the movie. It felt like a more grounded, like almost like a film at some points. So. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. Oh no, it's just a troll question that Shay's asking. He said, "Who was the protagonist in Captain Marvel?"
The cat. I did not get that.
Oh
Why
my
did you like it more?
The cat.
The flirkin.
Yeah, Ronan wasn't not Ronan. He pieced out and didn't
I
want to
will say I love when villains are like, nah, and leave.
I'm out. That's one thing that really bummed me out about Captain Marvel. I was really hoping they were going to do it more with like Ronan and Korath. I was hoping they would kind of maybe bridge them over a little more to Guardians.
Since Ronan was just done after Guardians.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically just like there in Captain Marvel.
He didn't do anything.
He got scared of her going like this. She went boom.
He was only in the movie for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, more than the actual Taskmaster person.
Yeah.
So if there's a season 2 of Loki, we can assume that it's gonna. Well, we're definitely getting it, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a year from. It's got to be a year from now, right?
I would assume so.
I guess.
And Quantumania comes out at the end of 2022. Right?
Beginning of 2023, February 17th.
February 17th. So
of 23.
That lines up really well.
Yeah, this could be the last show of 2022 that leads into Quantumania.
Yeah,
I can see them doing that. And then they already have like 6 shows coming out supposedly next year. So that'll be
Secret
interesting.
Invasion next year.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Caitlin?
Is Secret Invasion next year?
Affirmative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this year we have What If, Miss Marvel, and Hawkeye left.
Hawkeye, yeah.
I'm looking forward to Hawkeye more now because of Black Widow.
Too. And then next year we've got She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Secret Invasion,
Ironheart,
right? Armor Wars. And then there's one more that I'm missing.
Other than Loki,
yeah. Doing a quick Google.
What it is. Yeah, all right. Well, what else we got going on in the chat? Let's see here.
PvP says, I loved Infinity War, but Endgame was slower paced and it was just so emotional. The time traveling, the final battle, sure, it didn't have much action, but the final battle made up for it. It was so lit.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a swan song.
Yeah. Oh, the other one I missed was I Am Groot, the little animated one with Baby Groot.
I forgot about that one.
Me too. And the holiday special.
I think I don't know how I Am Groot would tie in anything.
I really don't know either. It's Marvel, so they're gonna find a way to do it. But is
that live action or is that animated?
It's animated.
I think it's animated. Yeah.
I never even think about it. Like how they're gonna have a show with Groot as the main person.
Right.
I mean, it could just be his like adventures on the ship or stuff he's doing when the Guardians are doing other stuff, like around between Guardians 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I mean, just on a fundamental level, like he can only say 3 words. Like, how do you carry a series?
People talk
Right.
people talk for him all the time. He just
Yeah.
reacts, and there's ways they can.
There needs to be subtitles for the IM group.
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be great.
I wish we had gotten those in the other movies, but I get why they didn't.
Well,
Just
'cause
never take it off the screen. Just leave I am Groot there the whole time.
Right.
It's not subtitles of what he's actually saying. It's just I am Groot.
Oh my
Like,
god,
I mean,
that would be messed up.
Let's spin it this way. It's like imagine having a series about like R2D2
Or 3PO. Or
But
actually,
C-3PO
or,
talks. All
Fair-
kinds of
fair
different
enough.
languages. Like R2D2 is just like boop boop boop, and just have everyone around
BB-8.
you doing stuff. Right? Like, how do you carry a whole series like that? But I guess that's a conversation for another time.
You know, I will say before we move on, you know, R2D2 is super snarky just from how he beeps. So.
Oh god, absolutely.
He's definitely got
He's the
attitude.
snarkiest one out of any of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit 42 said, do you guys think Kang the Conqueror variant will become the new Thanos, or however you'd word it? I mean, we kind of talked about that. I think Brex is right. I don't know that we're going to get a Thanos threat that is a threat for everything. I mean, if we got something that connected every single arc, I think it'd be more of like a cabal than a singular person.
Yeah.
that's a good way
I
to
think
put it.
if anybody would turn into the next Thanos level villain, I'd say it could be Kang, but I can't say for sure.
I want it to be one of these next 3 people, either Kang, Apocalypse, when we finally get the X-Men, or Galactus, finally.
What about Doctor Doom?
Ooh, that's a good one too. Okay, 4. One of those 4.
Nice. Well, I got one in there.
It's just Agatha. She's just messing with everyone.
Oh god.
I don't see Apocalypse coming for 10 years down the line. They have to have a lot of distance.
You mean a
between the
good
movies.
Apocalypse?
I'm serious. Yeah, I'm serious. They're gonna have to put a lot of distance between that and the movie.
Yeah. Well, because we don't know when the Mutants is going into development, and that's probably going to be the first one. So
Probably take 5 years to actually get the X-Men.
I wouldn't be shocked if we saw like teases of mutants existing. I mean, we already kind of did with like Madripoor, so I think we'll get teases for a while.
Yeah, I'd say the next at least 2 or 3 years are just going to be teases.
Right.
I think we'll get characters introduced. I think we'll get specific characters introduced in the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Just
Like
not,
how they
just
did
not the
Kang.
formal X-Men. Yeah, just not the formal X-Men.
Yeah,
we might meet Rogue, or we might meet, you know what I mean, something like that.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I wouldn't be shocked if Deadpool's maybe the first X-Men related movie to come out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, you know, speaking of Rogue, she could fit into the Marvels.
She could, yeah.
Yeah,
She a
yeah.
Captain Marvel villain, sort of.
She's the one who took her powers.
Yep.
She took Captain Marvel's powers. That's how she got her powers. That's how she could fly and all that kind of stuff.
Do you
Right.
think
Yes. Take
Deadpool-
away Captain Marvel's power.
do you think Deadpool will, like, how do you think they're gonna, because you know they're gonna address it because it's the whole breaking fourth wall. So how do you think they'll address that he's moving to the MCU? Do you think they'll go multiverse as the explanation, or do you think they'll just let him make
No,
jokes
I think
about
it'll be like, what the fuck? What the
Okay.
fuck?
I don't even
Keep it
think
moving,
they'll.
you know?
I'm not even sure if they'll address it. They'll just play like he's been in the MCU the whole time, and
Yeah, he knows
Like,
he
he'll
hasn't. He
address
knows he hasn't. Yeah, he'll know he hasn't. Like, what the fuck is going on? But like, if the movie's gonna keep going.
I almost feel like it'd be great if they dropped him in and had all these characters that like knew him, and he's like, "Who are you?"
yeah.
He just blames the multiverse, like, oh, it's just a multiverse thing, and that'd be
Like,
funny.
thanks a lot, Loki. Everyone's like, "What?"
It's always just you and Negasonic Teenage, longest name ever.
I'm gonna be so sad if we don't have her. I
Right?
love
She's
her so
great.
much.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm kind of like worried / sad about is I feel like they introduced a lot of very cool characters to be kind of around Deadpool, and I'm sad if we're not going to get them.
The ones I want to bring back, I wanted to bring back Domino, I want to bring back Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and I wanted to bring back Colossus for sure.
I want Yukio too.
Juggernaut
and
too.
Dopinder.
That
And
Juggernaut,
Dopinder.
that Juggernaut was dope. And
Juggernaut was pretty great.
He was. That's definitely the best Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Josh said he just wants Mojo. I agree. I was really hoping, my fingers were really crossed that Mojo was going to be behind WandaVision.
Yeah. Also, we've got 28 votes on our poll. 75% say Loki.
Is that because you actually think it's
Recency.
the best show, or are you just super hyped after watching it? I feel like that poll we should run again on Twitter like next week.
rigged.
I agree.
Rigged.
I agree. Hey, TC said it best. # recency bias.
recently.
Yeah.
Right? There was a
Aren't
comment
Wanda's
here.
kids
Where is it?
mutants? I mean,
I
are
was gonna
Wanda's
say no,
kids real?
Wanda's kids are miracles, right? Isn't that what they call the mutants in the MCU for the longest time?
Yeah, that's how they introduced. That's how they introduced Wanda and Pietro. Just because they couldn't use X-Men yet.
Well, I mean, they could be mutants when she finds them or whatever happens in another universe.
Reality.
But right now,
Another timeline.
they don't exist. So right now, Wanda's kids are nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, that's a deep cut.
It is.
They got like,
I mean, the Young Avengers are coming, so they're gonna have to come back somehow. But
yeah. I mean, I feel like we'll see them. Like, yeah, weren't there like leaks that we're gonna see them in Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta see him. That's her motivation, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just a bit. Just a bit says which was each time Kang jumped. Can you do me a favor, just a bit? Can you reword your question for me? I really want to answer it. I'm just not quite sure what you're asking.
Was each time King jumped where the previous king was killed?
Comic Concepts says he's gonna make all the Fox Disney jokes referring to Deadpool. And yeah,
he's got
absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You also know he's gonna like look for the X-Men from Fox and then be like, "Oh right, they don't exist here."
Like,
so much comedy that he can do from that.
oh god, he has a wide open playbook. Like,
oh my god, Deadpool will make Ralph Bohner relevant.
Oh my goodness,
from the studio that made Ralph Bohner a thing.
That's how we'll get him back. Ralph Bohner will return in Deadpool, and he'll be like, "Where's your super speed?"
Oh god, yes. No, Deadpool in the MCU is a match made in heaven. I cannot wait for that movie. Me too.
So in She-Hulk, it was reported that she's gonna be breaking the fourth wall as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
Firstly, shout out to the director for that exclusive. Secondly,
there you go.
That's going to be great. Like, I think that'll help. I mean, I don't know if people need to be eased into Deadpool in the MCU, but I think that'll like maybe open a little door for it because we know She-Hulk does it in the comics. I think she did it before Deadpool. Am I right?
Yeah, she was around before Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love the fact that they're doing that. They could do some total like office stuff with that, like that kind of humor.
Yeah.
And I mean, that'll be really fun. I don't know how exactly they're going to do it, but it's going to be fun when it happens.
I mean, I tend to trust Tatiana Maslany as an actor. Like, so I think it'll be very cool. To me, it's just super weird, but really interesting that the like Hulk corner of this is going to really be set in a sitcom. So the fact that we're also going to have breaking the fourth wall is interesting because is it going to be humor related breaking the fourth wall like Deadpool, or is it going to be breaking the fourth wall to explain the craziness of like the gamma mutate stuff and all of that? Like, is it going to be more humorous, more expositional, both? You know, I think there's a lot of possibilities there.
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous about it. I get nervous about jokes and comedy too much. Like that kind of stuff. Like I hope it's just like she gives like a glancing look every now and then to the camera, but I feel like it's probably gonna be more than that.
I'm curious to see if it's just gonna be her breaking the fourth wall, or like if Hulk or other characters be doing it too. So
I'm pretty sure if they're doing what the comics do and if they're inspired by it, it's just gonna be her.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be weirder if it was everyone because that turns into less of breaking the fourth. That's not really breaking the fourth wall so much as a mockumentary then.
Yeah, that's like Office Modern Family stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Illuminerdi said, I don't remember if I said this on one of our other shows, but I really want She-Hulk to be the Harvey Birdman of the MCU. That'd be pretty great.
Each time King jumped when the previous king was killed. Yeah. That episode really left a lot of questions open and didn't answer a lot.
Yeah.
Which I think we were nervous about. We said it last week. Like, you got 50 minutes, and actually it was less because it was 40-something minutes to wrap everything up, and they really didn't.
I mean, I think we might have said that before even the first episode, like with the series. It's like I hope they don't ask too many questions that they don't want to answer, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense that like a favorite is Falcon and Winter Soldier because out of all the shows, that's the one that really wrapped up the story. I wasn't a huge fan of how they wrapped up certain stories, but it did actually wrap up the story in a way that the others didn't.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Also, Shay, I love your idea about Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby being in She-Hulk, but Bill Bixby died almost 30 years ago.
Yeah, man, it's long gone.
Lou would do it if they asked him to.
Oh no.
Oh,
doubt.
I bet.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Yeah, he was in the first movie.
So I guess we can't do I guess we can't do final predictions for this, can we? Like, this is interesting because I left it in such like a weird spot, and like we're not going to get answers for so long that it almost doesn't matter whatever we predict, right?
This whole season was a cliffhanger.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It set us up.
I predict that Sylvie will still be alive and just be full of regret because she broke everything.
She did. Hopefully, we're getting Chrissy Loki, but
how do you think Sylvie will pop up again? Like an alternate version of her?
I would almost find it really interesting if Loki was able to get back to that end of time and she was just like mentally broken in the castle because she's been there alone and seen what she did. Because she doesn't have a temp pad, right?
She doesn't, I don't think. No.
Interesting. Yeah.
That
could be some tragedy. All right.
Yeah, that could be some really interesting stuff. I mean, plus we have like 4 other projects to figure out what's going on in between all of them. So, well, directly at least.
Absolutely.
Good luck trying to break down everything with these episodes.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Right? So Marvel's like, try and break this one down, guy. Here you go, fans.
Oh my god.
Oh, what did you guys think was the significance of like it almost looked like paint splashes everywhere, the yellow paint splashes. It was on the castle, and it was also on his I don't want to call it temp pad, but his technology, his watch thing. You guys have any theories about what's going on with that?
I mean, it looked like cracks to me. So I almost thought it was
a little
like,
bit, yeah.
Right? So, or maybe like splinters of the universe or something. So I almost felt like it was tied to like he was holding it all together.
It looked like something out of Doctor Strange too, like some type of sorcery type stuff.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking too, just a random thing, seeing Kang on the screen. How many different Kang variants do you think we're gonna see like throughout the series? Because we've got the one that's probably ruling over the TVA right now. We've got the, classic Kang the Conqueror that's coming in Ant-Man 3. But I mean, this series set up that we could see a good few of them.
There's only one statue.
Right.
Well, there's only one statue, but he definitely promised that there was multiple Kangs coming. Like that.
Exactly.
But my question is it just Kang the Conqueror that's ruling because he beat all of them? Because we don't actually know the ramifications other than it changed everything. Is Loki in a different timeline? How does that work? So let's say for a second he's in a different timeline. Is he in one where it's just Kang the Conqueror beat all the other Kangs?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, when? Because if he goes back to before that happened, he maybe could unite some of the other Kangs against Kang the Conqueror. Because if it's that they all just kind of had a one-on-one brawl with each other, maybe that's why the Conqueror won. There's a lot of possibilities to play with there.
For sure.
The other piece of it is we're not limited to time. So if Kang the Conqueror won, doesn't really matter. We can travel back in time before he did.
Yeah, seriously.
One thing I think we can pretty much be assured of is that when we see Kang again, he's not going to be goofy. He's going to be a badass.
Oh,
yeah.
Because I mean, what they did was they set the stage for this. Oh, look at this goofy guy! But like when he comes back, the real
he's going to be terrifying.
Yeah.
They're going to pull the 360 or the 180.
Do you think part of why he was goofy is because he's been at the end of time all alone for so long?
Maybe.
Maybe he just drove himself crazy. He knew how everything was going to play out. He was just waiting for it.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is misdirection for the audience, though.
Yeah.
That's on the bottom line.
For sure.
Because that was not what I expected out of Kang.
No.
Not at all.
But I didn't expect them to actually go full Kang in the Disney Plus show, so that already went out the window.
Right.
I also want to see Miss Minutes somehow eviler.
Oh, that'd be great. Super dark Miss Minutes.
Right? Worse Miss Minutes in season 2.
Oh,
when she pops up, everyone cowers and Loki's like
a giant version of her in front of the Kang statue or something.
Gangster Miss Minutes. I'm
Oh,
a capping
man.
your
Yeah,
Wow.
Crazy. Logan's like, what does that mean?
ass.
Oh, Lord.
What do you guys think happened to Renslayer?
Oof.
She just left to do.
She did.
Yeah.
I think the next time we see, I think we'll see where she went, but I also think that we're going to see another version of Renslayer because she's also the Terminatrix in the comics. So there's options for like whole different alternate versions, badass versions of her. Because like in other words, the new Kang that we have that's ruling the TVA, who's the Renslayer from that timeline?
Right.
And that might be the one that's more comic accurate.
Like, was that actually Renslayer? Because who the heck was that random teacher in Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We'll
Absolutely.
never find out until next year.
If we find out even then, because now it's all changed.
Yep.
That is one of
Wow.
the things people say that is like with the whole time travel stuff, when you change everything, you don't actually have to answer the questions that you left behind because none of them are relevant anymore. And I'm going to be really bummed if they do that.
Yeah.
They're posing a lot of questions. All right, what else we got in the comments before we start to wrap this up?
I thought this is Django Fett. I thought this king was keeping it real, like when he told Sylvie to grow up. That was probably when he was scariest.
Yeah, like when he was yelling at her and everything.
Yeah.
He got loud.
Yeah, I mean he was goofy, but he was also like terrifying enough to know that he's for real.
Yeah. But like when he's like, grow up, you're a hypocrite and a murderer. I was like, dang, okay.
Some deep stuff.
There, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, it was quite a season finale, that's for sure. I don't know if it left us all totally satisfied, but it did definitely meet a lot of our expectations to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did we guess? Kang. We got Kang, so good job, Richard.
Thank you. Multiverse breaking.
Yeah, multiverse breaking, which we all knew. Renslayer being something off with her. I think I'll give it to us. That was definitely true. We don't know what's there, but there's something wrong.
We knew
with her.
something was up.
They were gonna kiss. We got that right.
We got that right. I'm sad we got that right. I wish we hadn't.
I kind of like how we just erased that from my memory. We didn't want to talk about it too much.
I totally honestly forgot that happened.
Miss Minutes was sus.
Yep.
Miss Minutes was sus the whole time. Orange was sus.
It did not implode. Instead, it rebuilt. So
yeah,
that was expected.
That was weird. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
And no Mobius on a jet ski, so that was a bummer.
Yeah.
Sylvie's still around.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
There's a lot of pieces on the chessboard.
And we're getting a season 2.
Yep.
There we go.
That's it. Yeah, there have been rumors of a season 2 for a while, but it's cool to get it officially confirmed.
It's the first.
I will agree with that, but I will also say that is not what I want from a post-credit scene.
Nope, me either.
Not at all. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We're getting our first season 2 for a Disney Plus show. That's cool.
Yeah, only three shows in. Not bad.
And What If is supposed to have season 2, right?
Yeah, that's been rumored.
Yes, for that they would have to be in production already.
Yeah.
So hey, well, what an end. So let's wrap this up. Do you guys have any final words?
Can't wait to keep this going for What If.
Yeah, cannot wait to see the timeline broken and what happens with that.
Yeah, I think every What If episode is going to be crazy just because I love the animation is fantastic and the stories are just going to they're just going to be like you can't really guess them. They're just going to go they're going to surprise a lot of people, I think, and it's going to be fun to watch for sure.
Even for how much we've gotten from the trailers, like from that last trailer with like Killmonger saving Tony and T'Challa leading the Ravagers, there's still so much we don't know about that series. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer showed not only T'Challa leading the Ravagers, but we saw him and Drax. We saw Ego. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting Ego. Him like just doing stuff with the Ravagers. I didn't think we were gonna get actual tie-ins with the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff.
Yeah. Also, I love that shot of him and Drax because Chadwick Boseman had auditioned for Drax in the first place, which is kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wrote an article about that a long time ago about Marvel actors who auditioned for other roles. Chadwick Boseman auditioned for Drax.
Wow, that'd be a totally different movie.
Oh yeah, I think it worked out well for both of them.
So I saw an article that we put out. Did all the voice actors from the movies voice their
Not
animated counterparts?
Not all of them. But
So
majority of them.
Robert Downey, Chris Evans, Benedict Cumberbatch, I think Brie Larson, and maybe a couple others aren't coming back, but I'm pretty sure the rest are.
Oh,
I'm curious if, like, because we saw a shot of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if she actually speaks.
Be interesting.
You know, like
haven't heard it yet.
maybe we just see her like with the zombie stuff or something, and it's more of like a team up moment. So we don't necessarily have her speaking, or if it does, it's so small that it's almost like, why would we pay her to come in and do that?
Exactly. She can record it from her iPhone. Be like, here you go.
Like Downey and Evans don't surprise me as much because they're pretty much like, I think they pretty much wrap things up with Endgame. But
yeah, I will say Evans surprised me a little bit just because I know like him and Haley Atwell seem tight.
Yeah,
so
sure.
That I would have almost like expected that so that they could work together again. But also, I feel like if he comes back, he kind of opens the door a little bit that I think he wants to stay shut.
Yeah. And also Clark Gregg teased he's coming back, I think. So that should be pretty cool.
Yeah. And Sebastian Stan teased himself. Like, we already knew he was there because of the first trailer, but I just love that he's like showing himself recording.
That was hysterical.
So ridiculous.
There we go. Well, What If is coming up next month. We'll all be here for that. In the meantime, if you guys are interested in What If, we've broken a lot of different other stories that are coming up for the show. So just visit the website and check that out. And between now and the episodes premiering, we have a lot of different features and cool theories about what the different episodes could mean and where they could be going and different possibilities. Perfect for a timeline show, multiverse show. So keep your eyes out for that. Keep yourself busy with that. Guys, I can't wait to come back August 11th for What If.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right. Well, congratulations to the contest winner. Thank you guys for joining us. Spread the word of our watch along so we can keep it going. And thanks again. Illuminerdi signing off.
Bye, guys.
See ya.